Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Every Closet. My name is Stephanie and along with my partner Ethan, we are two full-time clothing resellers on things like Poshmark and eBay and others maybe one day. Let's get into today's video. It is Tuesday, March 1st, which means today's video we're going to be doing a February recap video. Normally I split these up a bit more, but this month was so few sales and had such a large break in the middle of it that it can all fit in one video. So we're just going to do February all at once and then we're going to leave it behind because yeah, it's so discouraging to see your numbers drop this month, from like January to February. But I will say there's like factors that were obviously at play here. I do not know how much of that would have been like things like the Poshmark algorithm. I know for a fact that most of it would have been because we were gone and we had our closet on vacation mode for 9 whole days because we put it on vacation mode 2 days before we left. Putting your closet on vacation mode, we've only done it twice now, and both times it's done a significant decrease in our numbers. So I'm not saying don't do it because you need breaks, but like, yeah, we're definitely taking that into account going forward. It is a lesson learned, and yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll just have to beg a family member to ship or something for us next time. Oh, Orca's here.
The people want more Orca.
The people want more Orca. He's a cutie boy. This is the highly requested Orca. He is lovely. And let's get into the February sales. So I'm going to go over all of the sales for the entire month of February. And it's literally going to be less than one of the 2-week bouts in January. So that's fun. Orca, get out of the way. Okay, so let's start with our Canada sales from February. Our first sale in February was this pair of Franco Sarto black Western style pull-on ankle boots in a size 8.5. We got these, I believe we got these for free, so that was nice. They sold for $26, making our earnings something around $21. Next sale was a pair of silver denim Tuesday jeans, straight leg dark wash in a size 16.5, so plus size silver denim jeans. They sold for $25, making our earnings $19.75. And these were also free to us, so that was very nice. Next was a New Tags Free People black, the only one long sleeve mini dress in a size small. This sold for $50, giving us a $40 takeaway, and I believe we got this at a consignment store for about $15, giving us $25 in profit. Yes, I believe that's correct. Next was a Judith and Charles horizontal striped neutral dress. I got this forever and a half ago, from Value Village at the last 50% off sale that there was. There haven't been those in a very long time, so that's a scale of how long I've had this dress. It had a bit of staining around the neck that was so subtle I didn't notice it at first. But it sold for $22 on the Canadian Closet, so we made around $17-ish, and I believe I paid $6 for it or something like that at Value Village, so that would have given us actually some profit on a dress that I picked up and turned out to be stained, so that was very lovely. Next was a New Tags Kate Spade black maxi leather tote bag in style Sawyer Street. This sold for $150. So what does that make our earnings? $118.50. And we'd bought this New Tags Kate Spade purse for, I don't know, a lot. My guess is we made somewhere between $20 and $40 profit. Which isn't what I was going for, but this month was so slow that I was like, yeah, isn't an offer where I'm making money? Great, take it. Kind of how this month went. Okay, next was this PH pastel pink camo jean jacket in a size medium. I was this close to throwing this out. Well, like donating it. But it sold for $13 in the Canadian Closet, and so we made around $9, and that was free to us. I don't know what PH is, but I wouldn't recommend picking it up. Next was a Free People Coral Songbird crochet v-neck sweater in a size medium. We got this at a Value Village for $8 or so. It sold for $40, and so we made 32 minus 8. What's that? 26? Math. Next is this vintage style patchwork denim jean jacket. This was super unique. It sold for $32, making our earnings 25 or so. And what did we pay for this? 10 or so dollars. So we only made about 15 bucks for that. Again, I needed sales, guys. Next was a bundle of 3 items. It was a Stussy MVP sloppy crewneck, a Leaf, which is a Nordstrom brand, floral low back halter neck romper, and a DC gray and red graphic shirt. So the Stussy shirt we sourced for around $7 or $8 at Value Village, and the other 2 items were free to us. The bundle sold for a total of $70, and we made $51.62 from that. So that was a fairly good flip. We like bundles. Next was a pair of Hugo Boss men's black sneakers in a size 43. These sold for $30, and I remember we got them for $9. And I remember that we got them for $9 because it said that still on the bottom when we shipped them. And I accepted this offer because I thought, hey, that's a profit, and I'm too lazy to remove the marker on the bottom that says they were $9. So, probably could have gone for at least 40, but I was like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do this. Yeah. Next, we sold a bundle with a Joan Vast tan viscose blend knit sweater. Joan Vast retails for a lot, but I would say the resale is mediocre at best. A Reitman's floral mesh sheer lined maxi skirt and a Vince Camuto foxy short buckle wrap ankle booties. This bundle sold for $122, making our earnings $89. And the only thing we sourced, like monetarily, through this bundle were the Vince Camuto boots. I know I said don't pick up Vince Camuto, and I meant it. I just picked these up based on style because I knew that this like buckle wrap ankle booty style was very desirable, and they were a size 10, which is a great size for women's shoes or even men's shoes. But yes, that's why I picked those up, and I believe they were $11 or so. So that was a very nice high profit bundle. Next was this Lulu's Share the Love navy blue mini dress in a size extra small. This sold for $35, and I don't remember if we got it at Value Village or at a consignment store, but I remember I paid around $8 to $10 for it. So we would have made $10 to $18-ish profit, depending on where on the spectrum my math goes. Next, not my favorite. Next was a Nuit Hags Mage French palm tree embellished white blouse in ecru white. Okay, just show the picture. The title makes no sense to me. Yes, we got this at a consignment store, and I did not notice it had a pretty significant flaw on the sleeve. So obviously, Nuit Hags Mage is better, and you want to pick that up, but not if it's flawed. So I would never have picked this up if I had noticed that. I did not, and it sold for $50. I believe that means we just got our money back because I think I did. I saw Nuit Hags and I saw Mage, and I was like, yeah, I can pay $40 for that. I think we just made our money back on that one, so that was not super ideal. Next was a Club Monaco black and white floral long sleeve blouse in a size extra small. We had bought 3 or 4 of these all at once. They were all $6. This one sold for $18, so we made around a $6 profit, which I'm okay with for this because we only had to photo it and list it once, so then we just keep hitting copy listing when it sells. And it sold between $15 and $25 every time, so I'm pleased with that. Next was this Ego collection pink and purple pea coat in a wool blend. It's like a trench coat in a size extra large. This sold for $22, and it was free to us. So that means our earnings were $16 or so, 16, 17. And I was pleased with that. Next was a Reese emerald green Vena fitted midi sheath dress in a size 8. This sold for $75, which makes our earnings $59.25, and I believe we paid $25 for it. So that would mean we made a $35-ish profit, which is great. Next was a Lululemon City Scroll drawstring trench jacket in silver screen in a size 8. It sold for $75, and I believe we paid $20 for this at a consignment store or at a Value Village, and so we would have made a profit of $35 to $40, somewhere in there. I'm just trying to bang this out, unlike usual. I ramble a lot and we have really long videos, and I would like to go do other stuff. That's not nice. My full attention is to you. Next was a Forever 21 crepe peach nude drape front duster in a size small. This sold for $15, and it was either free to us or $10 bag. I do not remember which one, so it was either free or $1. And so we made $10 from that, which good enough for me for a Forever 21 thing. Next was a pair of Gymshark black mesh high-waisted dry leggings in a size extra small. These were also free or in a $10 bag to us, which was great, except it's just not one of the popular style of Gymshark leggings, so they only sold for $15, but we made $10, and so I was happy with that. Next are a pair of Timberland black and white flip-flops in the size 8. I know that these were Ethan's. He says they weren't. I know that they were, and we disagree. But anyway, we did not source these, is the gist. They sold for $10, and so we made around $6, which is not great, but from nothing, I'll take it. Next was a New Tags Solitaire brand. The brand is Solitaire. Floral faux suede pink and cream jacket. It was New Tags in size large. It sold for $48, and so we made. I'll click into it. That means we made $37.92, and we paid $20 for this a very long time ago, trying to do retail arbitrage. So we made a $18 profit, which again isn't great, but we've had it for so long that I just don't care. This way you don't navigate off the page. Next was a Vince gray heathered t-shirt, super soft. I'm sure I just added that, in a size small. I got this from a very small thrift store near us for $5. It sold for $22, giving us a $10 to $12 profit. Next was this gold banded gemstone ring. This came to us in either free or $10 bag. It was just a large bag of costume jewelry. This is not real gold, but yeah, so I just listed all the jewelry independently. This sold for $20, and so our earnings were $16. Next was this Mage Ricari gray strappy jacquard plaid dress in a size 1, which is small in Mage. I gotta stop trying. This sold for $60, so we made $48, and I believe we paid $30 for it. So we would have made, I don't know what we paid for it. We made at least $18 profit, possibly up to $28 profit. Next, we sold a bundle. It was a Lululemon lean-in layered tank top that we got from our consignment client. This is the second one of these she gave us. An H&M tropical jungle print maxi dress in a size 4, and a Tahari Arthur Levine burnt orange blazer in a size 6. This bundle sold for $65, and our earnings were $47.39. And we just have to split 1/3 of that with our consignment client. Otherwise, those other 2 items were free to us. I would not source either of those brands personally. Not that you can't. Obviously, they sold, but I would not. Next was a wall hanging quote, like housewares thing, and you hang it on your wall. I'm bad at it. It's like a canvas quote. It said, "All of me loves all of you," like that John Legend song, and it sold for $17. This came to us from like $10 bags. Maybe not necessarily a bag because but we kind of split it up into a bag amounts and gave them $10 for a bunch of stuff. This was one of the very earliest things that we got doing that, probably over a year ago. So it took a really long time to sell, and then it sold for $17. So I wouldn't recommend picking this up if you're thrifting, but we made around $13, $14, and I'm pleased with that. Next was a pair of New Tags Crocs, the Fuzz Collection brown slippers in a size 7, and a purple floral crossbody bag. The purple floral bag was my mom's originally, so she gave it to us quite a long time ago. It might have taken so long to sell because it was using our old photos, which aren't great, but we never updated them, so I'm very happy it sold, so we don't have to take new photos. And the Crocs we got from a Value Village for, I think, $8, so this bundle sold for $45 and our earnings were $35, so minus the Crocs would have been around $25 in profit, so that's cool. Next was this Isabel Italy Marant Latoya knit sweater in aqua in a size French 38, which is a quite small size. Our earnings from that were $97.17, and I believe we paid around $50 for this at a consignment store, so we would have made a profit of $47 or so. Next was a UVic University of Victoria black gray pullover long sleeve in a size large. This actually wasn't Ethan's, even though he did go to UVic. We just got it in a $10 bag, so we listed it, and it sold for $10. So I guess we got our money back there. I'm sure we had other things from the bag sell. But yes, we would have made $6 from that. Next was a Badgerly Mishka gray heathered merino wool long sleeve crewneck sweater. This was in a size extra large and it sold for $31, so we made $25, and I got this at a Value Village for only $6. So that was a good profit, $19-ish. Next was a pair of C by Chloe Robin black ankle strap wedge sandals with cork in a size 38. These sold for $85. Our earnings from that were $67, and I got these for $20 at a consignment store. So that makes our earnings $47. Next were a pair of freshly picked blue Malibu sandals in a girl's toddler size 12. These sold for $20. Freshly picked was something I put on my kids' bolo list. I'm not 100% sure if I'd pick up their shoes again or their kids' shoes. These took quite a while to sell, but we got them at Value Village for $5. So we made a $10-ish profit, which isn't bad for a small little item. Next was a Lululemon Flow Y bra 4, Roman numerals 4, in Fireside Red Hyper Stripe in a size 10. This came from our consignment client. It sold for $31, so we will be splitting the $25 that we made from that with our consignment client. And obviously we didn't have any money invested into it. Next, we sold quite a big bundle. It sold for $100, and our earnings from that with a shipping discount were $75. It was a Disney old-fashioned Mickey Mouse t-shirt, an RW & Co. pastel pink ribbed open cardigan, a Willow and Clay gray and white crochet back cardigan, an Aritzia community cocoon cardigan. They really wanted cardigans. And a Nuitags Victoria Emerson leather and beaded bracelet. The bracelet came from our consignment client, so we will be separating that out and splitting it with her. Otherwise, the rest of the items, I believe I did source the Disney one and maybe the Aritzia one, but it wouldn't have been for much, so probably had about $15 into this. Yes, and we'll be splitting some of the, half the bracelet. Ugh, it's all complicated. Math. Ethan does the math. I do the reporting. These are the things that sold. They sold for $100. Use this information as it helps you. Okay, and one last sale, I believe. Yeah, because that was today. Okay, so one last sale was a Disney Lilo and Stitch blue stitch t-shirt in a size extra large women's, and it sold for $14, giving our earnings at $10, $9.85, and I bought this for $2 at a Value Village quite a while back, so $7.85 earnings. Not the best, but it did have a little marking on it, so not the worst. Okay, so those were all of our Canadian closet sales. Let's jump over to the US closet and quickly, and I hope I do mean quickly, go over those sales, and then we'll go over the lovely meager totals for the month. Okay, moving on to the US closet sales. The first sale we made in the US closet were these bombshell sportswear gray and green striped leggings. They sold for $50, so our earnings were $40 US, and we paid $10 or $15 for those at a consignment store, so that was a great flip. Next was a bundle. It was a Nike dry fit long sleeve cobalt half zip and a North Face men's graphic t-shirt. The bundle sold for $43 US and our earnings were $34. I believe we got both those items in $10 bags, so that was a great flip as well. Next was a pair of Adidas Pure Boost ATR Core Heather Black and Gray men's running shoes in a size 10.5. These sold for $50 US, making our earnings $40, and we picked these up at a consignment store for $15. So that was a good flip. Next are these Tory Burch Burgundy leather round toe pumps in a size 8. These sold for $60, making our earnings $48 US, which was great. We picked these up for $18 at a consignment store a few months ago. Next was a Lululemon Wrap It Up sweater in heathered light gray. I didn't find a size dot, so I put medium because it's an open cardigan. This sold for $62, making our earnings something around $50 US, which was fantastic. And we got that for $20 at either Value Village or consignment store, giving us a $30 US profit, which was great. Next was this C by Chloe gray ruffle sleeve pleated gray t-shirt in a size 2. This sold for $50 US, making our earnings $40 US, and then we bought this for $15 at a consignment store. Next was an Old Navy active gray and heathered blue and white stripe men's polo shirt in a size medium. This sold for $12 US, giving us a, I'll click it. No, that's a bad idea. Giving us around an $8 US profit, which was fantastic because this was totally free to us. Next were a pair of True Religion black bootcut jeans in a size 27. These sold for $20 US, giving us $16 US profit, which we will be splitting with our consignment client. Next was an H&M gray utility jacket with hood, size 8. This sold for $10, so it gave us around a $7 US profit. Which was all profit because this was free to us, or a $10 bag. I do not know which anymore. Next was an MSGM tan wool long sleeve fringe sweater dress in a size large. This sold for $30, and it did so because it had a hole. I'm not suggesting you sell MSGM for this amount unless you happen to miss a flaw. So this is one of those situations where I missed the flaw. We bought it for $20 at a consignment store, and so we sold it for $30, making about $4 US in profit, or I guess a little more than that, like $5 or $6 Canadian dollars in profit. So that could have ended worse for us, honestly. Next was an Urban Outfitters Jackson Cream half zip crop sweatshirt in off-white, size medium. This sold for $24, and it was free to us, or $10 bag. So assuming we made $19 US profit, we can cut maybe $1 of that off for cost of goods. So that was a good flip for Urban Outfitters especially. Next was a Disney Stitch, Lilo and Stitch crop pullover blue hoodie in a size large. All of our Stitch stuff sold. That is a tongue twister. All of our Stitch stuff sold this month. This was in a size large. It sold for $15. And I believe I did source it at a Value Village, so we would have made $5 to $8 in Canadian dollars off of that. Next was a new Tags Patagonia Peak Mission jacket in slim cobalt blue in a size extra large. This sat for a year, which was very upsetting. But when it did sell, it sold for $100, which is also a little upsetting, but it was $100 American dollars, which was nice. So we made an $80 to take away from that, and we sourced this for somewhere around $20 way back a very long time ago at a 50% off sale. Next was a 3-piece bundle. It was a fabric convertible bag to backpack purse, a Reborn green and blue pleated sweater dress that we've had for a very long time, and a floral white crepe green leaf print long sleeve t-shirt. Both the clothing items were a size large, and then the bag is obviously one size. This sold for $35 for the bundle, giving us $28 in profit in US dollars, which was great because I didn't buy any of those items because I would not have done that. Next is a top man, and I wrote this in the title, Well Loved, khaki utility jacket in a size large. So it had like multiple stains on it, but it was such a significant piece, I figured screw it, I'll list it, see what happens. It sold for $12 US, so we made $8 or $9 US from it, which is better than zero, which is what we got it for. So that was pretty nice. Next was a Tinkerbell Disney Park sleeveless tunic dress in a size medium. This sold for $25 US, giving us $20 in takeaway. I bought this for $5 at the Value Village 50% off sale from 1 year prior. So it took an entire year to sell, and then it sold for $25. I would never pick that up again today, but I'm happy it sold, and goodbye. Next was an ever new white fit and flare dress with a beaded high neck in a size 4. This sold for $20 US, giving us $16 US profit, and we got it in a $10 bag, so giving us about $15 US in profit, which is amazing. Next was a Young, Fabulous, and Broke strapless jumpsuit in a tan taupe shade size medium. This sold for $38 US, giving us $30 US profit. I believe I paid up for this, so probably around $20-$25. So we would have made about $10 Canadian to $20 Canadian in profit after all the conversions and fees and everything. Okay, next was an Aritzia Sunday Best Indigo Navy sleeveless Veronica dress with a bow in a size extra small. This sold for $25, giving us $20 US in profit, and I picked this up for $5 at a small little thrift store near us. Next was a Lululemon Peace of Mind wrap with a hooded cardigan in a slate gray. Silver Spoon was the shade. Again, I couldn't find a size dot, so I just put medium because it's an open cardigan. It sold for $50, giving us a $40 US take home, and I believe I paid 20 Canadian for it, so some amount of math, $22-ish. Next was a baby purple and white lace frilly feminine dress with sheer sleeves. This I put as a size 9 to 12 months. This could have been very well have been vintage and valuable in a way that I was not willing to look into. So we listed it for $20, I think. Someone sent an offer for $15, and I took that because obviously this was free to us. I wouldn't have sourced something I knew so little about. Next was an Ardean style pink turtleneck waffle knit sweater in medium. This sold for $15 US, giving us around $12. And I do believe that this was a $10 bag item, so that means $11-ish US in profit. So that was very good. Next was a golden peach roses circle pin brooch or hair clip. It was like a little brooch. And I did end up listing it, and it sold for $15. So that was fantastic. We made $12 US from that, and it would have been like definitely 30 cents to $0 for us. So that's great. Next is a Calvin Klein gray sports bra in gray and black with thin straps in a size medium. This sold for $9 US, giving us $6 US from zero because we did not pay for that. Next was a Lululemon Train Times crop in 21-inch in a twine white multi-print size 6. This sold for $25 US. So I believe that we only made about $5 profit on these because we would have paid, I remember these have been sitting for a very long time and they've been listed for $50 for a very long time. No one was buying them, so I made my money back in kind of a burn and turn frame of mind, and it's gone, and I can invest that money into something else now. Probably not all of them, but these ones were clearly not a newer style, so they've gone drastically down in value. Next was a Faithful to Brand Gaia navy blue flower whomper. We got this for $10 at a consignment store a few months ago. It was in a size 6. It sold for $30 US, giving us $24 US, so around 17 Canadian dollars in profit. Next was an Aldo Lafferty faux leather black and gold bucket bag. This sold for $17 US, giving us around $14 US, and that was a donation from a friend. Next were a pair of 7 For All Mankind high ride skinny ankle crop panel jeans. These were in a size 27, so that makes me wonder if these were our consignment clients. It would say in here, but I'm not going to click in here and lose my page again, so we either are splitting the takeaway from these with our consignment client, or they were donated to us. One of those things is true. And they sold for $24 US, giving us $20 US to either take to the bank or choose to split with our consignment client. Next, and the last thing that sold in February on Poshmark US was an American Apparel Orca. Was an American Apparel gray and black zip hoodie in a size small. This was from a recent $10 bag, actually, I think from the haul I just did. So one of the first things to sell from those $10 bags. And it sold for $18. And so we made a profit of $14 US, which gives us about $15 back from our $60 we spent on that whole entire haul. And it was just this one item. I wasn't even 100% sure I wanted to list this one, so those bags are going to be awesome. And yeah, the last few sales are from today, so we won't go over those. As you can see, not the greatest sales month. If you look at our charts for the month, there's a giant gaping hole in our sales from when we were away. That is expected. I would recommend, if you travel and have a posh closet, to see if you can have a friend or a family member ship for you while you're away. Our processes are systematized such that someone could come in and do that for us. We just don't it's too much to ask someone right now that we know, and we definitely can't pay anyone to do that. So it's not on the cards for us yet, but hopefully one day that will be what we'll be able to do, and then there won't be these giant holes, and we'll still be able to travel. But anyway, let's go over the numbers, and then I can leave this month in the dust and never have to talk about it again. So on the Canadian Closet, we did $1,330 in our takeaway from sales. These numbers that I give you guys are always in what Posh pays out to us. I never go over what our sales were, like what other people paid Poshmark for our stuff, because I don't even understand, the way my brain works, I don't even understand the benefit of calculating Posh's fees. I don't care what Posh makes. It's nice they're making something. They have made all these sales for us, but I don't ever need to know those numbers, and I don't use them for any purpose. So these are just the after Posh fees numbers, but before cost of goods. So the Canadian Closet did $1,330. The US Closet, when converted to Canadian dollars, did $853. And then we had 5 sales on eBay for a take home for us of $96. I believe we lost quite a bit on shipping on those sales, but we are just really trying to get more than 1 rating. We have 1 eBay rating from 6 or 7 sales. So hopefully the people receive their eBay sales, they give us a few stars, and then we can really be pushing eBay a lot more from now on. So that's our goal. But we're actually pretty pleased to sell 5 things on eBay this month, even though we only made $96 doing so. So our grand total for the month was $2,279 in gross revenue for us. And that was February. Obviously, it's about a third. Yeah, that is a third of January. And again, I think 80% of that blame has got to go to us being away for 9 days and our closet being on vacation for that long. There were things we could have done to mitigate the damage there that we chose not to do because we wanted to get a good rest. So that was a choice we made. It impacted our sales. Something to keep in mind going forward, and I wouldn't take it back, but yeah, it's just, it hurts. It hurts my ego. But that's okay. I think a lot of people had weird sales months this month, so let me know down below in the comments, especially if you had a fantastic month. That I would like to hear even more than the bad months. I love commiseration, but I would love to celebrate your guys' wins. It just makes me feel better. So let me know how your February was down in the comments below, and we will see you guys in the next video. And we're gonna just triple those sales this month again. So we'll see you soon.